down payment and closing costs. Now here in Atlanta, the average house is about 400,000. We're getting like very close to 400,000. So that would equate to about $12,000. And for some of you, that might make sense if you're thinking about going into real estate, or maybe you can represent some other family members, or, you can do something with that money. You could, say, hey, I'm willing to get my real estate license to do that. Now, to get your real estate license, you would have to go to school. There are a lot of online schools. I have one that I recommend. It's going to be in the description of this video. I don't want to put it in the comments and everybody kind of run to that site right now. But that you would go to school, and every state is a little bit different as to how many hours you have to spend in instruction. But imagine, like, in Georgia, I've got maybe 70 something hours. You're sitting down and kind of going through PowerPoints, you're taking little quizzes, right? I would say if you are doing it part-time, so say you have a full-time job, if you are doing it part-time, it'll probably take you about 3 months. I'm assuming you're doing like an hour a day, or maybe you're skipping a day here or there. It probably would take you about 3 months to finish the coursework. Now, if you're not working full-time, you can probably get finished with it very quickly, and it may take you about, a month. Okay. So you're going through that coursework. So I would say on the longer end, if you are already working full-time, I would say it may take you 3 months to finish the coursework. If you're not working full-time or you part-time, you have some flexibility, it might take you a month to get finished with the coursework online. And then you have to take the test. So there is a licensing test that you have to take for your state. And then pretty much you are licensed, right? So you're a licensed real estate agent. Now, you have to go under a broker. So hopefully this is making sense. So you get your license, you finish the coursework. All the coursework is done. Then you can sit for your licensing exam, right? In a lot of states, you have to get a 70, maybe a 75. You don't have to get like an A. You can get, a passing grade on this licensing exam. But then you're just a real estate agent. So you have to be under a broker unless you have your broker's license, which as a new agent, you can't get that until usually about 3 years or so after you've been licensed. So you'll have to get under a broker. Now, when we talk about brokers, you see like RE/MAX, Century 21, Coldwell Banker, Keller Williams. Those are all large brokerages, okay? So you're under them. Now, I would recommend, and this is how I started, I had a transaction broker, meaning for every closing, I just pay a flat rate, okay? So for every closing, it could be $1 million house, it could be a $100,000 house. I pay $350, okay? So a transaction broker, put any questions in the chat because I'm going to answer all of these questions. But I have a transaction broker. So meaning, again, the way their brokerage is set up, you pay, okay? You pay a set amount, flat amount per closing. Could be a $50,000 house that you close. You're still paying the $350. You close a $10 million house, you're still paying $350, okay? So those are transaction brokerages. Now I do pay like a monthly fee of about $100 to like, for the office, like for they used to call them desk fees. I pay about $100 a month for that. So, those are my fees to be under this transaction brokerage. Now when I first got started, I used to be at RE/MAX, and the way the RE/MAX worked was you pay them, you're on like a split, okay? So the splits vary, they have a lot of different plans, but let's, for example, say that we're on a 70-30 split, okay? So for every closing, the commission that you earn, you may keep 70% and you give RE/MAX 30% of your commission until you pay them a certain amount. So it could be that every agent needs to pay them $20,000. So you're splitting your commission until you pay them that $20,000. Once you pay them that $20,000, then you may be at 100% commission, meaning you keep all of your commission for your closings. So those are the primary models of brokerages. You either have a flat fee or more of a transaction brokerage, or you have a full service, you're splitting your commission until you pay them that certain amount. And then you're at usually 100% or maybe 95% or however that works. Now, if you're trying to keep as much commission as possible, you may want to try to find a transaction brokerage.